Hello everyone, this is chapter 7 part B, and after the zombie challenge I go back up to the save point before you fight the bone dragon and I save, and then come back down to do the archer fight. Now where I chain essence from is from the bats. So, like when you go down, when you drop down and get the scarab, just wait like about 10 seconds and like eventually the bats will come down to you and just kill them with either shurikens or the bow or whatever you can do. And then, that'll be able to use chain essence to this fight. That's just the case, you're going to get 4 UTs on these zombies. And then I go to Muramasa, and I upgrade my Dragon Sword to level 3, upgrade the Flails to level 2, and traded all my Scarabs. And then come down to fight what I call the Hydra Gauntlet, which is probably one of the most annoying gauntlets in the entire game. Mainly because of the red and blue rooms, and if you mess up getting up on the walkways where the archers are, it can cost you time. You can fail your time limit for that, and then you have to start over again. So it can be really annoying. But one thing I did for these fights, and I highly recommend doing it, is take note of how many imps and how many zombies there are. In the first fight, there's 4 imps and 9 zombies, and knowing that, it gives me the knowledge where I know how many zombies I can kill and how many imps I can kill at the start, and then I can maximise my UTs later on the zombies when I've taken out all the imps. And so it's a really useful technique, and that brings me back to what I was saying in chapter 6 about mock runs and why I do them. It gives you knowledge to know what you're going to do. Now, as you can see, the time limit for these fights, it's pretty short. You don't get a whole lot of time to kill these enemies, so you can't really farm a whole lot of UTs. It's basically just a case of chaining UTs and then saving one zombie till the end, and then getting say 2 or 3 UTs on him. I'm not sure why I killed him there. Probably, oh yeah, that's because he was the second to last enemy, and it kind of puzzled me there for a bit. But yeah, the reason I use the Gleaming Blade is because its UT animation is really short, but it's it's at the moment it's like the most powerful UT I've got at hand, so it's why I use that. And again, this is one of the shortcuts that Kiori showed. It's really useful. They save probably about a minute, opposed to going across the walkways and that. And also if you had to shoot them, just shoot the zombies with arrows, you wouldn't get any UT points, so you'd lose out on points as well. Now make sure you get that scarab that's under here. I mentioned before, the first 20 scarabs really are important, and I'll be getting my Debilero in chapter 8. So make sure you get them, but after that you really don't need to worry about it too much, because you just get stuff that you're really not going to use. Now the reason I swapped to the Luna is because when you come out of this door and charge up a UT, you never know what you're going to get with where the enemies spawn. And if you charge up, say a Flail UT or a Dragon Sword UT, you've got a pretty good chance of killing more than one enemy. And the reason I stock up on my arrows there is just because if I need them in any fight, I might get lucky with certain encounters and need an arrow to kill someone really quick. But, I'll get lucky there, and that imp spawns right there and I can just kill them, and this fight goes really well because I can just take out the imps right at the start, and I can just worry about the zombies later on. But again, there's 4 imps and 6 zombies in this fight. Like I say, it's really worth knowing what you've got, knowing your enemies and your encounters. Now that guy actually gave me a blue and I didn't pick up on it, and I could have got an extra ET out of him. But this is where I talked about the Gleaming Blade. It's a really quick UT. And then, they die before, the UT, while they're dying, the UT animation's finished. So you can go up to the other zombies like this and just, get your ET, and then the floating essence will come and you can get a UT. And then, this is a really good way to save the last zombie and, get some good UTs on him. Now again, I mentioned about, knowing your distance, what you can get away with enemies. And again, I'll swap to the Flails, and now that they're level 2, there's no way that this is not going to kill him, and I'm going to fail my time with it, so that's why I swapped to the Flails. Now, for some reason, in this, getting up the red room, getting up with the shortcut, it just seems a lot more, it's a lot harder to do, it's a bit higher than the blue room. Yeah, it takes me, I think, more than one try to get it right. I'm not close enough there, and it kind of just messes that up. But if you, like I say, if you do that too much, you know, it's going to cost you time, and, you know, I get shot there. So I think, you know, I'll just get the UT, and then UT the last one. I probably could have got, you know, probably a couple more UTs out of this fight, because there is, you know, a certain point where you can just get one-hit UTs on the zombie archer. But, you know, in true style, this just kills him in one hit, so... Now there's a chest down at the bottom of the stairs, and make sure you get that. There's a devil elixir in there, and you want to really make sure you get that, because that's going to factor in later on to speed killing Alma. Which is also why, you know, I say to make sure you get Inferno Nimpo in Chapter 6, because you haven't, apart from that Muramasa, you know, in this chapter, you haven't got an opportunity to go to him. And, you know, the essence bonus is quite easy to make in this chapter, so, you know, might as well get it in Chapter 6 and get some peace of mind in this one. As you can see, I swap over to what I'm going to use for Hydrocubus. It's pretty similar to how I kill him in Chapter 5, except I use the Gleaming Blade, because, you know, it's more powerful UT, and it's a lot quicker than the Lunas. And I actually get hit here on, you know, this run, and that hit right there cost me 3,000 points. I did this a couple of times on a mock run I did, you know, to get the enemies down. And, you know, with doing this no hurt, you know, actually gets you 3,000 more points. You know, you get a 181,000 kill bonus. So, you know, everything can hurt you when your time limits are that short. Anyway, after that, it's very important you go and farm kills. What I was saying about, you know, mock runs, I did want this to know how many kills I had to farm. I had to farm 21 kills, and for the last set, you know, you just save after every time and they'll respawn. And for the last set, just kill one, and then chain the essence so you can Gleaming Blade those two archers and just, you know, get them out of the way right at the start. Again, this is just similar to, you know, every zombie fight. You know, you just go from end to end, trying to get as few hits on them as possible, and, you know, save one or two till last, and, you know, get plenty of UTs on them. There's also the Ice Storm Nimpo on the dead ninja that's in this room, but on a Karma run, that's completely useless. You know, I don't think I've seen anyone ever use that in a Karma run, so there's just no point in picking that up. Again, as you can see, you know, I've got a good, you know, 35 seconds to get UTs on these guys. And as I said, you know, it's just a case of going from end to end and doing stuff like that. Now, I might have been able to get 2 UTs out of this guy if I, you know, did my positioning a little better. But, you know, sometimes I can never really get it down perfectly for story mode. Now, I was going to go and save back up there, but as there's no ghost fish encounters or, you know, anything up until the save point underwater, you know, I just went and got the deity and the key and saved underwater and picked up the scarab and come up to do the final 2 fights. You can just Gleaming Blade here, you know, if you get a ninja that, you know, walks into the Gleaming Blade, you know, you'll kill 2 of them. And there it is again, you know, the UT in their corpse. And make sure you pick up the deity as well. You've got quite a few opportunities to get that. You know, you can get it in Chapter 6, you know, here in Chapter 7, or in Chapter 8, or Chapter 11. So you've got quite a lot of chances where you can pick that up. Now I get this scarab, and I go to that Kunai scroll too, because you get a ration bundle, and that's like, with the health bar I'm going to have, it's the equivalent of a Great Spirit Elixir. And pick up that scarab. You can also get that in Chapter 6, but, you know, Chapter 6 time limit's a bit harsh, so I save it. The same with that Great Devil Elixir. Now, equip Inferno Nimpo and upgrade it to level 2. And I think it was Snare who first showed this speed kill strategy on Alma, and it is really good. You know, it works really well. And I put in a Life of 1,000 Gods because, you know, I've got a bit of time to spare, so I'll get a bit more health. But I'm not going to upgrade my health bar again for the rest of the game. And obviously, you know, get Armlet of the Sun for a speed kill. Now, what you want to do is, if the opening Flying Sparrow doesn't connect, you know, just reset, because, you know, with the time limit being as short as it is, you know, that'll cost you a lot of points. And just, the combo to use is XY, XXY, and do like an on-landing Nimpo when you do your Helm Splitter down. And, you know, with any luck, the Inferno Nimpo should hit her every single time. And then just, you know, refill your Nimpo and finish with the Blade of Vitari, and then that, you know, it kills her in, as you can see, you know, it kills her in 13 seconds, which gets you a really good kill bonus. That's it for this chapter. It went really smoothly. I got another chapter high score for it, and the final time is 32 minutes, and the total kills is 123. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in chapter 8.